Going into the first match of the set. Frosty on killer first. Going to be finding our first survivor here in the corrupted area at edge map. Going to take chase. Going to go for a double blink here, but Adam will double back into the T&L wall. Nurse trying to find the first tag. It does look like we do have the first tag happening. Firecracker thrown. Not going to get too much value out of it. We're going to have a little bit of a prediction blink here, but is not going to catch the Adam vaulting. Now going over to edge map here. Adam doing a double back. The nurse going for a swing and will miss, giving Adam more time in chase here. Going to be playing the tree. Nurse does do a bit of an overblink, is going to go for the next swing and will miss once again. Adam going out of his way to have a good chase to start this match off, lurking around the edge map, and he will finally go down. A gen most likely going to pop. Our corrupt now over with. We do see that the main gen did get popped. A very good gen to get out of the way very early on this map, as it is a very death sentence vibe of a gen. You do not want to be caught down in the main building. We are going to find chase onto this Yoon Jin. She will get tagged instantly and will go down very quickly. We do have Dying Light in place. So this will be the second stack of Dying Light for Frosty. Going back to where the Adam was hooked. Going to be finding the Adam once again and will go and commit to this chase. Adam now making his way back into the same T&L wall. There's swinging in dead hard, being brought out, but not going to be able to make a whole lot of distance with it, nor a whole lot of value. You see the nurse going back to their other hook, finding two survivors still over here. Another gen popping off in the distance. Yoonjin taking chase to Shaq, but nurse will go and back to their hook. The on hook does happen. Nurse not being able to make it there in time. Does spot the Adam, making their way over this filler palette or the T&L wall. Going to be looking around here. Jake does intervene though, make himself being seen just to see if they can get the nurse off of their death hook Adam, and Adam will be found once again and will go down. That is going to be a kill at 3 gens, putting the survivors in a 1v3 scenario. 4 stacks of Dying Light on the board. Go here for the dry kick for that 2.5% regression off the bat. Now going to be checking our other gens here. Does spot a survivor lurking around this gen here. Going to be tagged and make their way into main. We're gonna find the Claude. This gen having a good amount of progress Cloud making her way to Shack window to get that life off. Going to go edge map as far away from the active gens as she possibly can get. We do see the nurse making her way back over to this other active gen that she knows of. The Yunjin is pre-leaving over to the TNL wall. Another gen does pop for Iconic. Now Yunjin making her way over to this filler palette. Going to go do another double back here. Another gen does pop for Iconic. So far, Iconic is doing really good with the gen spread and gen pressure. Yunjin does go down. The other two survivors being the last fresh hooks. Now Yunjin being put on second stage. And we do see Scourge Hook go on to the nearest gen as well. That's also adding another stack of Dying Light onto our nurse here, making the gen speeds a lot slower here. Now finding the Yunjin going back to the hook just in time for the Yunjin to be unhooked inside of their face, and then Yunjin getting that endurance hit, but isn't going to be able to last long enough. This is going to be the next kill for Frosty, leaving it in a 2v1 scenario. Now, you can only imagine that the Claude is working on the top right gen or bottom left gen. We do see a survivor off in the distance walking away from this gen, having a little bit of progress on it, but Nurse will in fact go for the dry kick here. Looking around for any of the other survivors, now making her way over back to this other gen. We do see the reset happening. Both survivors are by the two gens. Now Chase will be taken back on, or will be taken to the cloud, giving first tag now, making her way over to the TNL, going to be using life once again, and we do see Lucky Break as well on top of the Claude. Now Claude making good distance, giving her teammate enough time to either be working out that last gen to secure them some more points, or also just buying enough time for you see that this gen is not being worked on. Like I said before, both survivors were down by both of those gens, but and Claude has brought the nurse all the way over the opposite side of the map. Nurse trying to find his slug on the ground, now being able to pick up, possibly get a Scourge Hook to get that gen regression. 6 stacks of Dying Light currently, so that gen speed for this Jake right now is very brutal. Checking that gen once more, but we do see that the Jake is going for the unhook A potential hatch play could come out from this game. Claude trying to get her life off from Shack window, but is going to get hit before any speed haste has been given to her. Is going to leave her slugged, looking around for this Jake, this gen being halfway done. You see the pickup in the distance. It does look like this game is going to be dragged out between survivors stealthing and also our nurse here slugging. Also looking for a potential reset happening in these corners where no gens are. Cloud has been fully reset. Now nurse making her way back down to this gen. Has been being worked on quite a bit. There's not being able to find either survivor right now, and I spoke way too soon. We do find the Claude lurking around in this TNL wall, going to make her way over to this villain, and this nurse will go for his swing, will get that miss. Claude holding W towards Shack, going for a little double back, is not going to get down for it either. Now Claude making her way over to the open area of the map for Chase, is going to go down inside of the 4 lane and will be slugged for the 3rd time. No more progress has been made on top of this gen. You find that there is progress on this gen here. The Jake has been slowly working on it with that 6 stacks of dying light, and he is going to be caught lurking on the edge map and will go to the corner into the Z wall. We will have a little bit of a Z wall action as Jake just is going to just die in the corner, hoping for that bleed out, but nurse now making her way over to the Claude for her slug, hoping to be able to find the Claude, even though Claude does have enough time on her bleed out for this nurse to find her in time. Oh, nurse hearing a little bit of Claude, but isn't going to notice. Now going back for the Jake. or going to check basement for our Claude here. Even though she was heard by Shaq, we are still going to check around here, and it does look like the Claude might possibly bleed out here, denying Frosty a hook stage, but it will be a fresh hook onto this Jake, giving them 3 more points, and also denying 1 point. 2 points, actually, for Frosty here, and that is going to be a 4K at 1 gen. A good performance coming out from the nurse to start off this new week with this new rule set, and also a new map for nurse being Temple. And we will be right back with you